Hi, everybody. Good morning. Oh, it's going to be a bad influence Monday, guys. It's a bad influence Monday already, everybody. Good morning. Oh, boy, we are being bad influences today. That's all today is. It's just bad influence day. Good morning. Do. Morning, nerd. Morning, Vegas. Morning, Saska. Boo. Oh, it's so good to see everybody here. We are heading down to the lab. That's going to take a minute to catch up to me. Morning, everybody. Yeah, there it is. Bear with me. Whatever you all do this to, we do this to ourselves on purpose. Oh, it's healthy, they say. That was a good one. Oh. Woo! Oh, man. Irresponsibly Icarus is what we are today, everybody. Oh, what's up? Morning, Tube Junkie, Tubey Junkie. Do I just go the? Well, I mean, who doesn't, nerd? Come on, man. Good morning, Michael. Oh, my goodness. You know what I did? Is, I took, some keef and I put it on top of the bowl. And so I gave myself a really good bowl. I cleaned my grinder. And, oh my god, we got 4 likes? Nobody likes me, huh? Give me some likes, y'all. I cleaned my grinder like 3 weeks ago. 4 weeks ago? 3 weeks ago, something like that. It took me like 2 hours to clean that stupid thing. And, oh, LOL. Alright, lad. I had a volcano. Those things are intense. And, and yeah, 2 hours to clean the grinder, right? I'm like, man, how dirty is this thing? And I got random hairs everywhere. I am not ready for today. But who is? And, you can only watch, Kim. It's alright. It's alright, Kim. It's just me coughing. It's a horrible show. Today's just cough. It's just, let's get off with Brock today. Cough to get off with Brock today, or something like that. Oh, good morning, everybody. Like 3 weeks ago, and I had no idea how dirty it was. It took like 2 hours, and Pops he's feeling under the weather today. So if you have a minute, maybe send him a message to cheer him up a little. He's feeling a little under the weather today. But man, I'm gonna get over this eventually. I didn't know how dirty the grinder was, and so when I was looking at it, I was like, oh my god, do I want to buy a new grinder? It'll be fine. And well, no, you told me to clean the bong, censored citizen scientist. I mean the water pipe, whatever it is I'm allowed to say, and I do that. Okay, I do that, and I don't share it with anybody unless I don't like you. That's not true. That's not even funny. That's aggressive, and I'm tired of being aggressive. I like everybody. No, I'm gonna be a jerk. You know what? I'm gonna be aggressive. That's me. I'm sardonic and I'm aggressive and jerky. That's me. And you know what? I'm still coughing. I feel helpless and alone when I'm coughing, and so I'm just dealing with it. You'll have to deal with that for me. I almost bought a new grinder, And what was funny is this grinder that I have, it's upstairs. I'll go grab. I could grab it and show it to you, but of all the things that I kept with me from moving to Denver, because I lived in Denver, Morning Page, was this silly grinder. And I remember when I bought the grinder, I was like, I told myself, I am obviously a pothead. I'm obviously not good at keeping all of this together. And, but this is a really nice grinder. It was like a $15, $20 grinder. I'm going to make sure I hold on to this. I'm going to make sure I keep this. And I did. And when I started grinding it, started cleaning it, and I ground it, and I got the new keef, I almost actually started kind of like, crying, not cry, but just like, oh, wow, really? I've been going without this for so long? Anyhow. Morning, Josh. Okay, let's see what we have here. Wiki spawn. Tidal wave spawn. This is actually Oak Ridge spawn. You can't, Morning Sandman. That's Oak Ridge. I got Pink Buffalo upstairs somewhere. Alright. So these are all my spawns. That's what I have. That's good. That's a good getting spawn. Oak Ridge is a good settle you down spawn, calming you down. None of these are tripping. Alright? You'd probably have to take like grams of this in order for it to like get you to trip. That's awesome, man. I haven't seen it yet. But Wiki, I can't really. I'm not exactly sure. I haven't really given it that much of a test yet. But this is all from spawn. This is all from my ciliated spawn, and this is everything. This is my sand, I call. Yeah, no, that's what this is. This is a. I mean, oh, you mean have I ever like grown like? Well, not from LC. From. Let me show you. From that, from these jars, and so you just grow the jar out until it, fills out with whatever spawn you're going for, like or whatever strain you're going for, and then you grind it up after you take it either out of the freeze dryer, which we have one here. We have some stuff going on. All right, and so, or you can do a dehydrator if you grow your spawn in a light cycle, which I tend to do. No, we hate metal lids. Good call on that one. We don't. We try not to use metal lids at all. Like with our growing, only because like, temperature-wise, they hold temperature a little bit more. Also, they're looser, and so it gives it more of an opportunity to let air in, and we're really trying to control the environment as much as we possibly can. And so with our plastic lids, you get like one hole, and you don't have to worry about any other moving parts, except for maybe the lids that have like the sealer inside of them. But plastic lids are hermetically more efficient. Oh yeah, I'll get to that. Badger. So what I do, is I take all of my spawn, and here's my Brocco box. We still got 22 likes versus 43 people sitting here. So morning Shasta, morning Jackie Cat. So let's get that like button hitting up there. But yeah, this is my Bronco box. I came up with this last year. At one time I had a spice rack full of everything that I had. And well, I would love to actually start covering this with stickers and their nature. No doubt on that one. But yeah, these are spawn caps. These are 0.07 ish. They're like they're 000 caps versus the regular ones, like what Pops would send you, and these are zeros. And these you get like 0.22 ish in them. And these you can get up to about 0.7 ish in them. So thank you, Trippin. So yeah, these are my spawn caps right here. And then there's spawn right there as well. And up here, we have my fruit caps. Last year, when I was really starting to do this, I had it strain by strain. I had like pink buffalo over here, golden teacher over here. I had some Maz, and I think I had like stingray here. And what the heck was going on here? Trinity, tidal wave. But what else are you gonna do when all you have is all of this? And then I got this super sativa. Good morning, Joe Dubiel. I got that super sativa from Captain Jeff and Belinda, and then these are a couple others that I picked up. The green's easy to get, you know what I mean? So, but beginning of December, the reason I bring all of this up, morning Gypsy Life. The reason I bring all of this up is I want to tell you. Oh, there's Maz. And we got PE fruit. And then this other fruit that I had upstairs from someone that was sitting here in a bag that I got from Mushfest, last Mushfest. I just ground it up. And I was like, well, I don't know what it is. It looks like it might be ape. And so I ground it up, and I tell you, they're really good. Super good. And I think that's PE. I think someone sent me PE, and that's what this is as well, is PE mixed with a little bit of spawn. Absolutely an electric coffee grinder. With a 2-blade coffee grinder, gets me down to the perfect morning green table, gets me down to the perfect consistency for packing and creating these capsules. So we had a 4-blade grinder at one point, and we just don't need it. Just don't need it. So, yeah, I tell you, I gotta mix the sativa with these two things. This thing is friggin' insane. Like, I don't do well either. Like, I'm immediately just like, well, now I have to go, like, solve everybody's problems. And, well, Paige, that's called efficiency and a free trip. That's what that is, Paige. That's a free trip. You didn't mean to. Nobody ever means to. Yes, I am, actually. The cocoa got mixed in. Someone asked if I was making some cocoa capsules. Who is that? Trippin? Is that who asked? I can't remember who asked. But yeah, one of these has I think it's in here, has cocoa. I think the Maz here has a little bit of cocoa to top it off. Oh, Tony, it was you. Okay, cool, Tony. Yeah, we got Tony. We got some cocoa toppers on the Maz here that I've got. And I think maybe I've got some cocoa topper on this one as well. And the lemon ones, that's what I mixed in with. Aha. Here we go. Here's what I do. So this is Brock's medicine. By the way, just so we all know, it's me. Hi. So these are my spawn caps. Alright. Starting in December, I was going through a really big anxiety bubble. Um, you know, sometimes the brain just wants to go off on its own. And I am a super anxious person, always have been. Um, that's why it's like I want to hold on to this grinder for no matter what. And so I'm glad that I was able to figure out how to hold on to a silly grinder for 5 years, 6 years, however the hell long I've held on to it, right? But that's my anxiety. It's like you got to focus on at least one thing for the rest of your life, or else you're not going to be able to focus on anything. That's where the anxiety kicks in. So the bubble kicked, and I was flipping out. Um, and what it came down to is realizing that my sleep schedule had gotten all wacky. Um, my food schedule had gotten all wacky, and tin cans. I mean, anxiety is a big thing. Big deal. It can really cause havoc in the brain. Really cause you to see things that aren't there, but oh my God, they're there, aren't they? Um, Morning, Sherry. Oh, and that's what I for me it can be physical. Like my breathing was affected. Like I would have to yawn and without taking anything. Um, and well, that's really cool. You got a cigar box. It's really funny that like um, my generation and on up, like we remember having to hide our stuff, right? But millennials, it's like, what do you mean you had a box? What do you mean you had to hide all that in a coffee can on top of the fridge? You know what I mean? Like, yeah, okay. So Tony, let me get to it. Let me get. Oh yeah, and it does, and but like my digestion was getting goofy. Like I would belch and burp even though I wasn't drinking anything, and like it was just oh man, I would have to get up, and I couldn't sit down. Um, so would I, Sherry, and then I would find it at the right time, wouldn't you? You'd always find your stash at the right time after you tried to hide it from yourself. Um, but anyhow, it's like, well, what's going on? What's different? And part of the difference, um, centered citizen scientist and I have had conversations about lion's mane. I haven't tried it yet, but he and I are talking about it, and maybe I will, maybe I won't. Um, but anyhow, I started taking Spawn, and I took one in the morning. Sorry about my fingernail. Took one in the morning. Morning, Eric. Hope you're doing okay, buddy. And one in the afternoon. All right, just the Spawn. And so I did that for 2 weeks straight. All right, no, you're fine, censored. But like for 2 weeks, all I did was Spawn. One in the morning, one at night, or one in the afternoon. So like one, and you have to keep a schedule. I have to, and I know that medication requires you to keep a schedule, or else you're just like willy nilly trying to trick your body into falling into a pattern that you're not willing to fall into yourself. So if you're gonna take medication, take medication. Um, that's a public service announcement brought to you by someone who does not take things responsibly. Um, I know. I really do. You're tricking me into taking this lion's mane. Like, I'm not supposed to be taking good stuff. I'm supposed to be taking this and what I'll show you over here. Alright, not the good stuff. We don't do gourmet here. What are you doing, gourmet here? No, this isn't gourmet. No, this is Spawn. This is actually really helpful. For 2 weeks I did this, right? So physically I was great after 2 weeks. Like everything had settled down. Like my breathing had settled down. No, I know. I'm gonna try it. I joke around. So physically I was eating once in the morning, once at night, at least. Like if I can't eat 3 times, at least eat twice, and everything. But so my brain still wouldn't shut down. Still was like, nah, you got OCD. You're gonna think about everything all at once, every day, every hour of the day. Like, oh man. I don't know if I want to. I don't know if, and I would wake up in the morning, and the OCD would kick in, and my brain would go, same thoughts every day, and I would, it would be like holding on and hoping that you would like find something else to OCD about, you know, or whatever it is. Just, oh man. I was like, well, I've been taking Spawn, but I haven't taken fruit yet. So this is the fruit that I made. And I put lemon in there. This has lemon tech in it. It's really hard to grab things like through a camera. Anyhow, this has a little bit of lemon tech in it. And so I took one. All right? I took one of these. Just one. That thing right there. And I could physically feel my OCD drop. Yeah, the powder packets, like they come in like little crystals, little lemon crystals. Lemon tech is just kind of like a way to turn the heat up on the water. You know, it just kind of really gets everything into you a little bit faster. Maybe not necessarily better or anything like that, but it's supposed to like just kind of wind you up a little bit more with the lemon tech. So that's all. But one of these, and my OCD dropped. And I was like, oh my God, I can think about everything now. I can think about anything now. Not everything, because I was thinking about everything. But it became everything to anything. And I immediately went from dread, doom, and gloom to what's on TV. Morning, Mike. To, I wonder, why is the dog looking at me? Maybe I should go play with the dog. Hey, what's that outside? Well, maybe I'll go check out outside. Hey, I wonder what would happen if I sat down. And I sat down. And I felt okay. And I started watching more TV. And I started hanging out with my pops a little bit more. And we were watching, World Cup. We were watching World Cup soccer. I was like, man, I have a TV in my room, and Pops has a TV out in the living room. And we were watching the same game, but in different rooms. Like, what an idiot. No wonder I feel alone. I'm making sure I'm alone. So I go and I hang out with Pops. Turns out, we're like watching the same games together. Now I'm not alone. Oh, hey, Pops, I'm taking shrooms. Oh, yeah? Why? I don't know. All right, good luck. That's the kind of conversation you have with people that you just kind of want to let them know that you're doing okay. Yeah, Eric, man, it's good to see you. Right? So that's every day. Like, I try and take, all right, so here's my schedule now. Now that I got all settled down, I still haven't taken this yet. I'm going to take this after the show. But I take one, and then I take another one. So I take one around 8, and then I take one around 2. All right. And then this, I take one of these on the weekend. So, we're just letting y'all know this stuff works. You know? Like, wackadoo that it actually works. people, when we came, oh my God. So last week, uh, we had Carlotta, we had Kim, Carlotta, Sandman, Mike, uh, Badger, Exception, Jeff, who all came out? Tad was here briefly. We had people out here. And remember, I'm trying to get onto a schedule, right? That's how you deal with anxiety. Is you make it run a maze and you slow it the hell down. The way I look at things is funny. Ginger and Tim, thank you, Badger. Thank you. I'm not trying to forget them. I promise you. I knew we had other people here. Yeah, Ginger and Tim. We had a lot of people here. We were doing a lot of things. I was tending the fire. Kim wanted a fire for her birthday. You know how long she spent at the fire for her birthday? Miss you too, Kim. Do you know how long? Can I tell you? About 25 minutes. 25 minutes. 25. 25 minutes. You think I wasn't counting? Oh, yeah. Oh, I had that thing blazing when she came back, too. Oh, it was hot. Hot. Blazing. Nobody was prepared. And then nobody hung around the fire. You know how long everybody else spent at the fire? 25 minutes. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Right? But Carlotta had brought her chocolates, and the night before we had played Monopoly, and I had soundly been defeated, and my ego was still ringing. Like, it was still ringing across the valley. No, she's not fire shy at all. Actually, the last time she was out here, she started it by flicking her fingers. She could, like, snap her fingers, and then sparks came off. And so she can actually start a fire by snapping her fingers. She's got flint fingers. She got Misha Handers. Misha Handers with the flint fingers. It was a really dumb joke, but I thought it was funny in my head. and so I was burning for her birthday, and I was eating these chocolates that Carlotta made, and I was really just grateful, that everybody else was in the garage, and I'm okay with, like, being outside in the cold, and such, and kind of like being the host of, like, the chill room, but the chill pit, if you will. And so I ate a second one, and Badger was making sure that everybody ate at least 6 of them. Hi, Ginger, by the way. Morning. I forgot you were here, and I didn't forget you were here. I just kind of forgot you were here. I'm sorry. Hi, Tim. So the Matrix kicked in, and I don't know if you know what that means, but I knew that I had to go into my room because I was looking at the tree, and it started really kicking in. like the tree started kicking in. And I was like, oh no, I can't. Don't let the Matrix kick in. Please do not let the Matrix kick in. And I ran into my room. I'm like, get high as quick as possible. And so I was trying to smoke as much weed as I possibly could. I was like, oh man, don't let the Matrix kick in. I'm not ready to see God. I'm not ready to see God. All honest thoughts in my head. And I'm like, oh no, this isn't gonna be fun at all, is it? What? Wow. This feels awesome. You know? And I remember looking around and it's like, oh, there's the Matrix. Alright. Here we are. Holy balls. I wonder what I'm gonna see now. I went out to the fire pit. Yeah, I know, Mike. I didn't know that. Mike said that smoking weed kicks it in faster. And I'm like, duh. And I didn't realize that. Okay? And I... Here's the funniest thing, okay? Here's the funniest thing. Is I was going back out to the fire pit after trying to dodge it, right? And there's the Matrix. I'm like, all right, cool. And the TV was on. And I walked past the TV, and a year ago, Pops, I was on 3.5 grams of ghost shrooms. And I was trying to hold it in. I was doing great until I heard this weird universal music sound come off of Pops' phone. And it was just like the universe just like poking through, like, ha ha ha. And I was, oh man. And I just died the entire rest of the day. And so when I was walking past the living room with the TV on, I heard that sound again, that ha ha ha. And I'm like, no, universe, you are not laughing at me right now. You are not setting me off. And I ran out of that room. Ran out of that room. I will not have my button pushed by the universe today. No. And it was freaking hilarious. Like, but I couldn't laugh because that's the button. And so it was, oh man, it was, you know, when the weird's just like right there, and you're like, fuck, the weird's, excuse my language, but god damn it, the weird's right here. So, hope everybody's having fun. Hope you all are enjoying me. I'm enjoying all of you. That day that we were all doing the chocolates together, I didn't know that, yeah, it is JCBB time. That day that we were doing all the chocolates, Pops was like, I'm gonna eat half of one. I'm like, oh my god, no way, no way. No, it does, Parker, you're right. Those chocolates are amazing, right? But I'm a fiend. It's like 8:30 at night. And I don't realize that people are gonna go home or whatever. All I know is I'm finally in the friggin' Matrix. I'm finally supposed to see God. I've been staring at a fire for the last 4 hours, listening to everybody laugh about things that I'm kind of catching. All the L's or something like that. I remember that one. You know, and Badger comes out. And I was like, oh, thank God Badger's here. Badger's the guy that's going to be okay with me eating more. Why wouldn't Badger have more? Why isn't he shoving? He had been shoving the candies down our throats, actually. We didn't even have a chance or a choice. Badger decided that he was going to... we were going to host the party, but he was going to hoist the party. So Badger became a good hoist for the party. And so he was hoisting all of us up on chocolates. And we're all like, oh, yeah, whatever's in the box, I guess, you know. Yeah, too true, D-Slick. You know, once you're in there, you're in. You know, once you're down for the count, you're down, and no one else is counting. Oh, I hate phrases and sayings like that. Once you're down for the count, no one's counting. Shut up. There's that aggression again. This moment brought to you by Mountain Dew Code Red. Eric, Pop said yesterday that you went to the hospital. I really hope you're okay, man. All right. Last Monday, remember? I think we watched. I think almost all the country at least saw number 3. Oh man, what the heck's his name? Number 3 went down for the Bills, and Hamlin, and I remember, like, as soon as he went down and watched his arms constrict in, I was like, oh, dude, that's not good. That's bad news. And so now I hear about this, and it's just like, geez, Louise, Eric. You know? Trying to see it in March. Not, you know? Damar Hamlin. Thank you, Moms. Good morning, Free. All right, buddy. All right, guys. We're gonna stick to football real quick because you know, what have you, whatnot. Playoffs are starting. I got my team in the playoffs. What's my team? First person to get my team gets their cards read. First person to guess my team gets their cards read. All right. First person to guess my team gets their cards read. It's not Philadelphia, Christina. Oh my God, Christina. It's not the Eagles, Tube Junkie. All right. It's not the Eagles. It's not Green Bay. It's not the Browns. It's not the freaking Broncos. It's not the Buccaneers or Vikings. It's not the Packers. It's not. Oh, pardon me. That was nasty. It should be alternator, shouldn't it, Sandman? It's not the Patriots. It's not Steelers. It's not Broncos. It's not Beaver Butts. It's not the Chiefs, the Raiders, the Bills, the Niners, the Panthers, the Lions. It's not Kansas City. It's not 49ers. It's not Green Bay. It's not Chartreuse. It's not Chiefs. Man, I wish it was the Vikings. Because I think they're the dark horse in NFC team, but they're not my team, D-Slick. The Rams, no, it's not the Rams. I root for the Rams, but they're not my Christina Bennett with the Chargers. Robin Kate, sorry, you came right below Christina Bennett with the Chargers. LA, Eric, that's like 2 teams. That's cheating. All right, Christina Bennett just got the Chargers. Nice job. Nice job. All right. I like the Los Angeles Chargers, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about being a Chargers fan, because really that's all there is to tell you is a little bit when you're a Chargers fan. Back in the 90s, I think everybody was either like I'm going to wash the cards, Christina, and then we'll do this, all right? I grew up. I was you were either a Cowboys fan or a Niners fan, or you were a Brett Favre fan. Nobody was an actual Packers fan in the 90s. All right, you were not. Reggie, who's the Reggie? You were either a Reggie fan or a Brett fan, but you were never a Packers fan in the 90s. You stop it right now. But I was a Niners fan. I didn't like the whole Cowboy thing for the Cowboys. It felt stupid for me, right? I was a Niners fan. I loved Montana, loved Jerry Rice. But once Jerry left, and everybody got old, and Montana's gone, now I had to start rooting for Steve Young, just because I was a Niners fan. Nah. And I don't know. I just didn't like Steve Young. Who does? Who? Whatever. And so it's like, well, I need a team. I remember watching the Chargers play the Steelers in the AFC Championship game, and the Chargers were the underdog in that game, and I believe it was a snow game, and the Chargers accidentally won the game. They accidentally beat the Steelers, and at that time, I had a friend or someone who was a fan of the Steelers, and watching them lose made him cry, and that made me laugh and happy. And I was like, well, I guess I'll root for the Chargers. And so when the Chargers played the 49ers in the Super Bowl, I was like, yeah, this is a good time for me to absolutely declare that I am a fan of the Chargers. We're going to win the Super Bowl. We're going to beat my old team. And Steve Young kicked the crap out of the Chargers. Beat them like 56-24 or something like that. It was a terrible game. The Chargers shouldn't have been in that game. It was that bad. And then, from then on out, the Chargers started to suck. And I mean suck. I mean, go get a job selling Kirby's. Suck. Alright? I mean, sinkholes suck. I mean, they're probably the first team that's going to get the 0-16 mark. Suck. I mean, Ryan Leaf suck. I mean, for my first fantasy football team that I drafted, I made sure that I drafted Ryan Leaf, and it was in his like second or third year, and he was trash. It was horrible, but I loved him. He was my guy, and I drafted him, and I lost that fantasy football league by as many points as Ryan Leaf didn't score. Suck. I went to a football game. Finally, I was able to go to a professional football game. My dad bought me tickets, me and a friend of mine, Jason. We went. And they were nosebleed tickets. They were the worst tickets possible, I think. I think he found them on the side of the road and was like, I think my son likes these guys. No one else does. Suck. So we're in these seats, and it turns out the entire stadium is rooting for the Dolphins. No, we're in San Diego. The entire stadium is rooting for the Dolphins. Suck. The quarterback at that time might have been Harbaugh. I tried to think it was Achilles Smith. My dad and I went back through the history of everything, and it turns out I don't know anything about the Chargers whatsoever, except for Ryan Leaf and suck, right? It turns out the guy I thought was starting, whatever, he got injured, and I'm wearing a Ryan Leaf jersey. I'm the only guy in the stadium. Ryan Leaf isn't even wearing a Ryan Leaf jersey. I'm wearing a Ryan Leaf jersey, yelling out, "Let Leaf play! Let Leaf!" I get my entire section to start chanting out, "Let Leaf play! And he goes in. I did that. You're welcome, Ryan Leaf. I got you into the game, son. And then he throws an interception. We lose the game. Chargers are in the playoffs. We have real good history. Christina, which pile? We got 1, 2, 3. Which one are we working with here? Which pile are we working with, Christina? Middle. All right. No, I did. I caused the interception. Christina, I just want you to think about what you want the cards to talk to you about. I'd like to do a little process of then, now, and then later. Turn in a little taffy taff. Also, directions, the way they turn over mean something to me. So however they turn over, reversed or whatnot, we'll work with that. So, but yeah, I'm a Chargers fan. We play the the Jaguars. And I'm really happy about that. I think all the prognosticators are calling it the most even game in the playoffs, which I'm not happy about at all. But, I'm happy. We'll see. I like football. Gives me something to do. Okay, Christina. Here we go. First card. And I don't know all the cards by heart, so we'll use this handy little thing. Alright. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Thanks for hitting that like button for me. Christina, I'm gonna have a lot of fun. We'll see how much fun we can have doing this. Thanks everybody for letting me rant and rave so long and so forth. So here we go, Christina. Card number 1. The Emperor. Alright, let's see what the Emperor represents. Ba-da-ba. 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 The Emperor. Stability, power, aid, protection, a great person, conviction, reason. Alright. So maybe you're hanging out with some good people. It happens. Maybe maybe a dad, maybe a mom. Dude, moms can be an emperor too, okay? I don't tell my mom what she can and can't do. I don't know. So you're on stable ground, you're solid ground, you're good. Alright, back then, you're good. It's what you're dealing with. It's way back and way away. Alright, leading on up here, okay? So let's see where this leads us up, alright, Christina? So far, we're okay. So far, I haven't killed you. Alright, let's see what this next card has to say. Ooh, flip it. 7 of Cups, reversed. Alright. That's my goal for every reading, is hopefully I don't kill the readee. Successful so far. Nobody's died yet. 7 of Cups. Alright. Strange chalices of vision. Alright. Reversed, desire, will, determination for a project. They're all fairy favors. So, right side up, right? It's like, they say that these are fairy favors, or images of reflection, imagination, some attainment and degree, but nothing permanent or substantial, right? All those cups hold ideas, right? But this way, all those ideas are held by cups. So you have cups filled with ideas. So pragmatism. So a solid foundation is leading to a pragmatic idealism of life, okay? Step by step, next indicated step. Nothing's really like flittering your mind away, all right? Everything's in order. All the cups are filled. That's cool. Silly ideas, but they're still cups, and you know that it's fun to have silly ideas. Leading to Knight of Wands, reversed. Let's see what the Knight of Wands has to say. Boy, oh boy. Here we go. Knight of Wands. He is shown as if upon a journey, armed with a short sword, and although mailed, he is not on a warlike errand. He is passing mounds or pyramids, right? So upright, he's departure, absence, flight, emigration, a dark man, maybe a change of residence. Reversed, division, interruption, discord. some asshole doesn't like the way that you see things, and he's charging out. Let him. You're on solid ground, solid ways to think about silly ideas, and you're doing okay. Some jackass is like, oh yeah, we don't like the way I don't like the way that is. Whatever. All right, you're doing okay. That's a good foundation right there. And then Mr. Fancy Pants wants to go do something else. Bye. Let Mr. Fancy Pants go do something else. You're doing okay. Awesome. Short disclaimer, I have no idea what I'm doing. None whatsoever. There aren't too many readings out there that are going to say, don't let Mr. Fancy Pants tell you what to do. I understand that. Well, thank you, Mike. I'm just really glad I haven't, like, absolutely shoved everything off the table. Well, thank you, Christina. Just don't let any Fancy Pants people tell you that, tell you to do things any differently. That's all. Well, thank you. I appreciate everybody for letting me host this show. I appreciate and not hoist the show the way that Badger hoisted the party the other day. For real. I'm not going away just yet. Maybe I am. I don't know. What else? What else, you guys? Let me think. Yeah, I was gonna. I'm not really set up to really do too much lab work down here. I was gonna create some jars, but I have. Here, I can at least show you what we're working with here. Do some time fill here. So these are all my jars, and that's millet. And let me tell you, millet is a pain in the ass. Don't work with millet, all right? JCB, Jesus Christ in Australia. Man, the art thing is really taking a back seat once the anxiety bubble kicked in. So that's all. I know I can feel it kind of bubbling back in, but I'll get to it. Very, very true. I'm very organized. Whenever Pops comes down here and moves all my jars around, oh boy, do I get really goofer. No, millet's a pain in the ass. It doesn't dry very well. It falls through the screen a lot. Look at that. I don't trust it at all. Over here we have a millet jar that's probably I'm not happy with it, but we have it. I'm going to play with it. The reason why I have all my jars sitting here is because even over time, your jar, even after PCing, will go green on its own. We've just had it happen. And so I'm just kind of giving these jars a little bit of time to settle down. And if there's any sense of green happening without me throwing any mushroom stuff in there, then, let the green happen first and then clear those out and set up and clean them up. Give yourself room for more jars. All right, so that's millet, and over here is rye. I really like rye. All right. Rye is good for grain to grain. I'm trying millet because I want to see. I'm not sure about deer corn, other than just make sure if you can figure out how to cook it without opening it too much. We have oats. I don't think. Might have one or two oats somewhere. In fact, actually, that might be oats. But I have rye. No, they are absolutely. That's what all of those are. Right here. That's us, Kim. So. Alright. What a dirty. I have to clean all this up after hanging out with you guys. My room always gets messy after I hang out with you guys. Alright, and these are all the jars I have to clean. and all of them left for me to try and fill up with grain. All right. Yeah, we have rye left. All my jar lids I still have to clean. So it's a good. Hopefully, I have a good week of work here. I don't think we're gonna do anything today. I think Pops is still feeling a little bit under the weather, so I think we're just gonna have a chill day. I finally got my grow tent sent back up. I organized all of my jars here. Like, these are all the jars we don't use, or like very rare, seldomly. Just because, yeah, right. It is Jar Mart. You are absolutely right. And hopefully we got enough light. The reason we don't use those jars is the mouths of the jars are smaller than the body of the jar. And it's just a little more difficult to get stuff out of there. So, it's like, why make it difficult when bell jars are perfect, you know? Or when other jars are perfect. So, no need to make it difficult on yourself for any reason whatsoever. So, Jar Jar Brox, they're funny. But also, I had like a 30 jar run and ended up only getting about 10 jars out of that run. And I think it was because I hadn't quite been keeping up with my jars. So I was like, I kind of want to see if maybe I can do a little bit better than 30%, 33% return on my ciliated spawn. That's what I like doing. Every once in a while, I'll be growing. Yeah, he's fine, Mike. He's just feeling under the weather. So, yeah, it was. I was also trying to figure out my temperature settings on the tent. I was making it way too hot, apparently. Especially at the end game. I know I ruined like 3 of my jars because I made it too hot. Yeah, I know I ruined at least 3 or 4 jars because it was too hot in there. And it's just me learning how to do this all in a grow tent, you know. And you know, we got jars, we got grain, we got LC. It's not that big of a loss, you know. I was trying to grow some tubs in there, but jars and tubs need different environments. Jars need 78 degrees, tubs need 74 degrees. You put a tub in the jar tent, good luck. So, I don't know. That's really all I got today, guys. Instead of me trying to draw out more time, maybe I'll just take a little swig here. This moment brought to you by Mountain Dew Code Red. By the way, if you're looking for spawn, hit me up. I got it. That's all I can say. Don't do the... If you're looking for fruit, if you're looking for the good, go to thedetroitmushlab.com. Alright, if you're looking for the good, I don't have the good. I got the spawn. And some special stuff, which is personal stuff. But like, if you want, beep, 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 beep. You look at it. Start your own one of those. Set yourself up with like a daily whatnot of that. Maybe have a little fun with that. You know what I mean? Spawn it up a little. Chat me up. So. No pressure on anything. We'll talk. I like to use codes. Who doesn't like to use codes? So, pardon me, that was really gross. Bad Influence Mondays, right? Bad Influence Mondays. I love you all. I want all of you to have a great day. Let me scroll you out, okay? Scroll me out. Show me some emojis if you all had a great day. And let's scroll this all out of here. And we'll see how y'all are. And once I see those first emojis, then I'm scrolling. Then I'll scroll you out. I haven't seen any emojis yet. There we go. Josh Miller, you have a good morning, man. Herbie, you have a good morning. Benny, have a good morning. Christina, have a great morning. Sherry, have a great morning. Sandman, you have a great morning. ALR, have a great morning. Lad, have a great morning. Penny, you as well. I appreciate you. Hold on. Now y'all are getting too fast for me. Green Table, have a great morning. Mr. Cat, take care of yourself with those hearts. Mike Barabell, peace out to you, friend. Kenny Smith, Jimmy Ream, Dang Baby Page, you have a great one. I lost my iPod. I love the dinosaurs. Penny Pack, Cappy Pants, Nat. See, now I'm scrolling at my speed. Y'all are too fast for me. Gypsy Life, take care of yourself. King Metroplex, I lost my iPad. You know it. Ladran, Rebel Rob, Sandman, happy birthday, the Slick Kitten. Make sure you get a hold of Pops, and Pops will get a hold of you. Hi-yo! Saskamo J, Joe Dubio, Vegas Mandy, take care of yourself. Tin Cans, MVP, it's going to be a great day already. Michael Brown, good morning to you. And Jesus Christ, it's all about the finer things, isn't it? Kim Bolden, have a fantastic day. Cappy Pants, take care. Mike Barabell, Michael Brown, Dr. Boy, or is that DV Boy? DV Boy 420, marijuana, CBD. Have a good day. Captain Shroomy, have a great one. Samster, I appreciate you. It was a great one because of everybody, I promise you. Rebel Rob, Michael Brown, let's just go through names here. Jesus Christ, be safe. Jesus Christ, Parker, Michael, oh, I think I'm caught up. I think Joe Beal, Kim Bolden, Samster, and Sunshine Valley. Everybody, I love y'all. Make sure you wish the Slick Kitten a happy... Is it her birthday? Is that what I saw? Really? Did I go the whole show without, like, doing a happy birthday to Z? Dude. You know how much butt I'm gonna have to kiss after this? I'm gonna have to go on Instagram and, like prostrate myself before her and be like, look, is it really her birthday? I'm not leaving here before I figure this one out. No way. Also, Eric, you have a great day, man. Let me talk to you soon. All right? Take care of yourself, everybody. Remember, if you give a hug, you get a hug.